Good morning, this is Angela Thoma with Dogwood Paper Arts. And I'm thinking about doing it's rather quick. It can take a little time to load it up and stuff, but I thought we'd make this little book. It looks like this in white and inky. Not white, cream. It looks like this one finished up. And I made this one out of a blue cardstock. It's an artisan cardstock, and you get it from Country Craft Creations. It has a linen in it, so it's heavy duty. It folds great. And so for this, we're going to use, the heavier cardstock to make them. This is out of one 12 by 12 sheet of paper, the book itself. And then on this one, I used a little pad of paper, just one of these 6 by 6. It's not either one of those. I can't seem to see where I put it. It's right here somewhere. Anyway, I just cut little ephemera out of a 6 by 6 and used some stuff at the back and filled it with pockets and little notes. I didn't over decorate it. I wanted to decorate it more. And then we have some little tuck spots. Just a big tag. Another tuck spot. Just some little more tags, a little side tuck. Little bottom tuck, another tag, and there we are. Very simple little book. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pages that can be utilized. This book only measures about 3 by 3, I think, or is it 4 by 4? 3 by 3. Now, I got this original idea. Oh, you're going to need a scrap of paper for the outside cover. So, pick some papers that you're going to want to use. I'll need to pick another one of these for the outside. So for my little scraps, I'm just trying to use some of my papers. So I'm going to use the Misty Rose, and I think maybe we'll use one of these on the outside. Pink, or maybe we'll use the green. I love this green, especially up here, because then we could put a cover on it that was, although this is very pretty. So is that. This whole paper pad's pretty. There's just too many of each paper. We'll decide here about the cover when we get there. Okay, so let's get started. You are going to need a scoreboard and a 12 by 12 piece of paper that can be scored and bent and well used and well loved. This one looks like it might be just slightly more than 12 by 12, but we'll see. Okay, so every 3 inches we're going to score. Now, I originally got this idea way back. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe in the late 80s from Carol Duvall. She used to be on TV I don't know if it was every day or every Wednesday, or I don't remember. But anyway, she originally made this out of a large paper. And those albums were like 4 by 4. So you can imagine how big the paper would have to be. we're making a mini out on a 12 by 12 to make a 3 by 3 book. Anyway, that's where I learned this. Hers originally had just 3 spaces. We're using 4 to make an 8 pages in our book, or 16 pages. So 3, 6, 9. I gotta get down towards the bottom of my scoreboard here. It flops off the edge, so I don't want to tear my paper. 3, 6, 9. Okay, so we have our score marks. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, you can just see them there. Okay, turn your paper 1 clockwise turn and score again at 3, 6. Oops, make sure that 6 is on target. You want to keep this up at the paper up flush. 9. So now you can see all those lines, those 3 by 3 squares? Right there. So now we have a whole bunch of 3 by 3 squares. We have 16 of them. Okay? Now what I like to do is use this. And the reason I like to use this cutting tool is because it has this ridge on it right here. And you can stop it right where you need to stop it. So, because we don't want to cut all these strips apart, this is a no-sew version. So line it up with your mark, and if it has been scored, it will actually sit almost in that nice little place there. Line this up, and we're only going to go right to here. That last square, 3 by 3 square, leave it whole. So run this down. They're hard to see, but there is my score line right there. I went a little past it, that's okay. Take your paper and turn it and go to the next line of scoring. See, this is the one we cut off over here. Let me send this out a little bit. Whoops, that's in. Okay. This one is scored over here, and we only cut to the last square. Probably if I'd penciled this in, you could see it a little better. Once again, we're going to cut, but only up to that line where the last 3 by 3 square is on that paper. If you don't go far enough, that's okay. We can clip it with scissors. So take this and rotate it again to this last row of score lines. Now you can see that it's cut here, and it's cut here, and now we're going to cut here. I don't know if I have this right on the lines like I should. We'll find out pretty soon. The deeper they're scored, the better they are to see. I had to move my light down and take a peek at it. Make sure it's in the line. Hard to see on the white paper. That's no doubt. Okay, score this up to the last line. So you're stopping this piece on that last line. Okay? Now we'll see. If it comes out kind of wonky, that's okay. Get out some big scissors and we'll trim it up. So you're first going to start, I always get this part mixed up. Up or down, it probably doesn't really matter. And get out your tool, and you're going to want to score each of these as even as possible. Bring it down here a little bit. So in other words, I wouldn't want to score it where this is off like that. I want to line those sides up and then press it down. Okay? Then this one goes behind. And if you need to turn it towards you or anything, that's fine. Okay, so here we are. I've turned this towards me. I started this way and started folding, making an accordion fold. Turn it towards you and fold this one down. Line it up with this side. And then tighten it down again. Okay, turn towards you. Now it's over here on this side of your body. I probably could have scored this a little bit better. I need to find my other scoring tool. It doesn't feel like it's quite scored as deeply as it needs to be. Okay, now we fold upward. So my cut was off just a little bit there. I can tell that. It's okay. We're going to straighten that out at the end. Flip this over if you need to turn the last one. Just line it up a little bit. Now flip it back over. And we're going to fold this one down. So they're going back and forth like an accordion fold. Now that one went on top, so the next one's got to go under. Then this one goes, yep, you got it, back on top. This one goes under. It gets easier to fold as it starts to move. Starts to get smaller here. Crease that. Turn towards you again. Flip it back over the front. Now on the Carol Duvall show, what she did, and we made these for our high school disabled kids, and they cut slits in them here and put their recipes in them. And we had pictures of them and they made recipe books. It was really cool. It was so much fun. Fold it over, and our last one, flip it upside down if you want to, and fold. Now you need to figure out which is front, which is back, etc., etc. They're not perfect, but that's okay. This is just a shabby chic kind of book, but this is not the front either. The way you can tell is that this page does not come apart. So flip it around. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's your front. So you can tell, because if you go back here, well, this, no, would that be right? No, because you don't have as many pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you turn it around the other way, you have 1, 2, 3. You end up with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a 9th page there. So front, back, and you might want to say back here spine. It's going to help you as you glue it. You're not going to see that part. Okay, so there we go. Now after we glue it all together, we will clip these extra little things down so that it's more even. We'll just even it up. So the first thing we need to do is glue some pages together. We have this one free. Now this one makes an accordion, so we need to either glue this one completely shut, or we need to just glue the side and the bottom to make a top tuck. I'm just going to make side tucks in this one to make it easier. Let me bring you a little closer. See, that's an accordion. This one we leave. This where they fold together, we need to either glue it shut or just glue on 3 sides and leave it for a top tuck. So I'm going to glue mine shut. Now I've written on this, so I know what goes where once I fold this back. So get out your glue. It doesn't matter what glue you use. If you're going to glue fabric in this of course you'll want to use Fabri-Tac or something like that. Oh dear. Glue's going to be acting up again today, and this is my new glue. So glue that down and get out a piece of toweling or something that's going to help you dry up any extra glue. Excuse me. So you can see I started at the back. Okay, we've got this one glued together. I think I'll just really work that glue in there. Okay, now this one has a front pocket. I would like to utilize that one. So I'm going to take this. It's laying flat on the thing, back and spine. There's that next accordion fold. I'm just going to remember front pocket. So I'm going to put glue here and here. Boy, when you have to squeeze your glue super hard, it doesn't work as well. Okay, so now we should have a front pocket. We've glued the back and the bottom closed. Okay, next, let me stick a pin in my glue. See if I can loosen it up a little bit. If not, we're going to have to clean some tips. Or I can get my Barely Art glue down. Let's try that. Okay, so our next one, I'm going to flip it up this way again so you can see the accordion. I'm going to glue this one closed. There's the back of our book. Flip it open. And I'm going to glue this one closed. Fold it back down. And then find that page. That's not it. There it is right here. Find that one with all the gluey in it. Okay, let me grab my Barely glue. And we'll hope it works. If not, I'll have to pause and I'll have to clean some tips. Okay. This glue works just as good as the art glitter glue, but they're both very expensive. That's the big problem with them. So now this one should start flowing okay once it starts. Okay. We have a pocket. Now we're going to have another pocket. So if we turn this one towards us, we'll see that, there it is. We'll see that it comes apart. We'll lay it down. I want this to be a pocket. So I'm going to open it up. And if I do this right, if not, we'll glue it closed. Is that right? I hope so. Okay, we should have another pocket. Yep, right there, another pocket. Okay, then we have another either top pocket or something that needs to be closed. So I'm going to close it up. But if you want all top pockets, then go for the top. If you want side, then go for the side. This one. Okay. Now we have our front tuck. So we're going to open that one back up. Let's see. Spine, so that's the pocket front right there. So we're going to glue the bottom and the side. Fold that over. Give it a good squish. Now the glue does tend to squish out and get all over everything, but we're going to take care of all that. That's why we have the extra towel to wipe it up as we go. There's our tuck. Okay, this should be another Oh, no, that's a closed. There's our pocket. And we have our last accordion there. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to close this page completely. Now you could close them all if you don't want any tuck spots. If you just want to keep them inside. Lay that down. Now you can see I have my front here and my spine back over here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to turn it back around so I'm right side up again. Okay, and there we go. Okay, now if you have things that are sticking up too far, go ahead and get some big scissors or a knife or whatever you want to use and just trim them down a little bit. It's going to be okay. It just gives it a better shabby chic look if it needs to have it. Let's see, now I have one that sticks out here. I think it's probably okay. Oh, it's a front loader, so it'll be all right. Maybe it's okay. I think it's this one. I think that one's in the way. So I'm just trimming it up. Trim slowly. I mean, this is several thicknesses of paper. There we go. See how much better that looks? You could lay it down on your table and use a knife if you wanted. I think the bottom's probably okay. All right. So now we have this, and it needs a cover. Now in Carol Duvall, she just made covers for them. I don't think she put a spine on them at all. I don't really remember. It was a very long time ago, but she made a great impression on me. I absolutely loved watching her show every day. So maybe we want some florals on the front and clear to the back. I think that would look really cool, don't you? So I'm going to trim this bottom piece off, but I'm going to save it because this might make a neat little tuck in the book or a tag or something like that. So I do want to save it. Now I do not have my timer set today. I wanted to make this a one-day project. So if it goes over time, I really apologize. We probably won't decorate this whole thing up. Maybe we'll come back and do that at another time. Okay, so this is going to be inside. And I think it's upside down now, but it doesn't matter. Okay, can you see that? We are going to leave a little bit of space here at the front for our book. And then we're going to come down and leave just a little bit there. So about an 1/8 here, an 1/8 here. We're going to cut it off at an 1/8 up here. Find that pencil. Excuse my head, is it in the way? My hand is there. So probably right about, oh, somewhere in there. Let me turn it this way so I can see it a little better. An 1/8, an 1/8, an 1/8. Okay, so right there. I'm gonna cut that off across. save this one for your next book. Okay, so now open this up from its middle. Bring it back over to its 1/8, you know, kind of center it. Go ahead and mark it out here at an 1/8 extra. You have your 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8. Right here we have an 1/8 between here and here. Now this is where I measure. A lot of people don't. I have to. I'm a measurer. I love yardsticks and rulers and all kinds of things like that. I love them. Now add 1/4 inch. The reason I say add 1/4 inch is because when you close this down, this pile of paper, this one sheet of paper, oh wait, yeah, its spine is 1/4 of an inch. So we want to give this a 1/4 of an inch to, oh, it could be 15/16 if you want to have just a little bit bigger spine. It's kind of up to you. I mean, we could do 15/16. That's just slightly larger. That'll give it a little more space. Okay. Do not slice on that line. Come out to this 15/16, 1 15/16 that you made. Yep. And give it a cut. Save this in paper. It will make a nice pocket or side tuck or something. Oh, look at that. Oh gosh, that's pretty. I love this paper. Okay. Now, we want to make sure that this side is at the bottom of our book. So we're going to approximately put this in the center, or not the center, but sorry. We are going to bring this over here, so we have an 1/8, an 1/8, and an 1/8. We have an 1/8 plus 15/16 over here. Okay, so we are going to glue this piece down. Make sure you have the back of the book and the spine. We are going to glue it down and center it here as best as we can in that space. Now it looks like I have more than an 1/8 at the top. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just a cute little whimsical book that you can make. Perhaps you want to make them for somebody and, you know, make them a set of books. I don't know. Sorry, my thumb caught. Did you see that? My thumb blocked. Yike! It would not move where it needed to go. Okay, my 1/8 centered top to bottom. It doesn't matter if it's an 1/8 or whatever. Just want to center it, the front of the book, and make sure the back is even here to here. Okay, so then we are going to fold this up and fold it over so that we have our spine back here. You can leave it rounded. You can you know, like on the other one, I flattened it. So you can flatten it. So don't just fold this over and glue it. You have to lift this piece up. It's going to leave us a nice little space back there. Oh boy, we glued our paper together. This is the best. It's cardstock, you guys. Country Craft Creation makes their own, they send it to be made. And it has a linen in it, and it is lovely paper. Get your glue on your front page. If you think your book needs a little ribbon, this is the time to use it, to put it in. Lift your book up. We're going to bring this piece over at our 1/8 at the front, and even here at the bottom so that it matches up this other side. Okay, then hear it down good. And there's our front cover. Isn't that beautiful? Well, you can, there we go. There. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Isn't it a beauty? A little beauty. 3x3 beauty. Okay, well, I think we have some time. Shall we keep making? Oh, look, it's so cute. So I brought along with me some laces. I don't know if any of these will go, but I thought, you know, this is the place. This is the place to use it. We do have this one, but it's a little too pink, I think. But isn't that beautiful? Oh gosh. Well, it might be okay. Not that one. Don't think this one. Nope, wrong. I think this one would be okay, actually. I have this, but it's not right either. Oh, I have that, but no, that wouldn't work. That won't work. Oh, look at this. Oh, that is lovely. That'd be good for a little bit different color. I do have that. No, that's not what I want. Oh my gosh. Isn't that pretty? Wow, I love that. This might be okay. I also brought this. Oh, you know what happens when I pull this out? It goes everywhere. On and on and on. Have that. Don't want that. Oh, that's a pretty one. But it's kind of a cream color paper in there. I do have this. I don't really like that one per se. This is a stretchy, but that actually looks okay. And it covers front and back. Shall we use that one? We can always add a little pink to it. So, if you want it to be even, you can cut it off afterwards. Now, on this one, I'm going to use this. I know that this is going to be on the spine. Let's see, we kind of want those even. Oh, I see. I don't know. Maybe this one is better. You can see through this one. Ooh, that would be pretty. That with this. I think that's too pink. I think that's what's bugging me about it. Okay, so we're just going to go right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff down a little bit. Just a little bit onto the spine. You don't know what I did with my towel. My dog must have taken it. Oh, there it is. She comes in and steals so much stuff that I have to blame her for everything. Okay, so it looks to me like we want this flower to be in the middle. So there we go. I didn't want to stretch it out that much, actually. Okay, but stretched it is. Let's pull this over and see how far it's going to go. Right to this rose. I'm just evening this out so that it doesn't come pouring through the front like crazy. Okay. Now we may need to put something else over that. Okay. Now you can leave this kind of shabby if you want. It's kind of up to you. Or you can cut it off. I haven't gotten to the point where I can leave everything shabby yet, but I want to. I don't want to always cut things straight. Okay, so there we have our little book. We have a little bit of a cover on it, and I should have left it shabby. It would have looked better. I feel like we need to add something else to it. I just don't really like that, I guess. Ooh, tatting. We could add some tat to it. I like that. It has those holes in the spine there. Oh. First of all, this tat has to come off because it's a tat in the way. Nice piece for inside the book, though. Okay, now let's have a look. So if I were to cut this tat off right here, right here, and add it to right here. Oh, I like that better. That adds a little more interest to the spine, I think. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I do. I think I do. Tatting is so beautiful. My grandmother could tat. I wish she'd have taught me. But she was actually pretty sick as I was growing up. She had pancreatic cancer, I believe. Stomach cancer. Something. She had cancer. And she did as much as she could. But gosh, I sure miss her. I could have learned a lot from her. I just know it. But now, Grandpa Roy, he did teach me how to make a good tuna sandwich. Thank you, Grandpa Roy. And I was pretty young, but he told me how. He taught me. Beginning to end. And it's all in how you break up the tuna. At least that's what he said. You know, I was just a kid. But it does seem to work. Sorry if my head's in the way. Don't tell me I have gray hair. I already know it. 2020 that brought that virus in also meant that I quit coloring my hair, which was fine because I was sick of coloring it, to be honest with you. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It needs some bling. Doesn't it need some bling? Oh my gosh, you guys. Where's my bling drawer? I don't know. Oh my goodness. That's my Christmas drawer. Oh, that's my threads. Inks, alcohol inks. I don't know. I don't know where any bling is. But I do have this. Look at this. And I have this one. Oh, and I have that. Oh, wrong color. Oh, look at this one. If I'd have put that underneath, that would have looked good. It won't look good there. Okay, fun stuff. Put it away. All right. So now you want to go through and figure out what your book needs. You know it needs at least 3 tags because we have 3 open pockets. 1, 2, 3. So we know we have 3 open pockets, so we need 3 tags. So you can make them all different. You can make them all the same. It doesn't really matter. I think probably we won't go through and finish this, but when I come back to show you another video on something else, I will show you what I've done with my book. How's that sound? So anyway, we know that it looks what it looks like finished because we did this one. Now, if you wanted to do it as a bigger book, you could actually add 2 of these together and glue them together before you measure your front cover. Glue them together and then do the same thing. You just have to have like a 1/2 inch spine on it, and it would still be a great little book. But I just think these are cool. You could put some little corner things on it if you have some small ones. You could round all these corners. That would be fun. You'd want to round them before you glued this in. Anyway, let's come back with the finished one. You know how to finish the inside of a journal. Add some lace. Add some bling. Add some pieces of paper. You know how to do it. So there's a lot of things you can do. Put in your tags. Okay, well, I better let you go or we're going to be here for a long time. A good thing to put in it would be tickets. Tickets would be nice. And just decorate it up. Let me know how you do. And add some bling if you want to add bling. Anyway, let me know. I really am curious how you do. On this one, I went around the edges of everything except for one piece with Distress ink, vintage photo. And this one, I didn't go around this one, I forgot. So you could put some little writing paper in here. You could write a letter in it and send it off to a friend. Maybe I'll send this one off to a friend. Do I have any friends? I don't know. I think I do, but anyway, it could be a get well book. I have enough sick people in my family right now. 4 out of 5 of our children are sick. And their children, our grandchildren, are almost all sick. So that's the way it goes. This Omicron is bad stuff. At least it doesn't last long. It's more like a cold. That is true. So thank goodness for that. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. And we need to, when I bring you back, I'll have this decorated probably. One thing this one is missing is maybe a tie of some kind. You know, it might need to be tied. Not with any of that. That's the wrong stuff. But you could use, not that. That's wrong color. So anyway, I need a closure on it. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Hi, this is Angela. I'm back. I'm going to try and attach this to the end of the video I did on the 12 by 12 paper little journal books. These are a no-sew album, and they are 3 by 3 inches made from one 12 by 12 inch piece of paper. So I thought that we would do a little peek through on this one. I just tied it with this lace that I was originally trying to use on it and decided it wouldn't work, but it did work for a tie. So here's the little book. This is the cover, of course. I didn't add any bling to it. It felt blingy enough with its lace. So let's take a little peek at what I did on the inside. Still has little bits and pieces in it. So here we have just a little title page maybe. Here we have just a few little items tucked into a pocket there. A blank page for writing. And a pocket with 2 little tags. Here is our tag pocket with its 1 little tag. another blank page, a side tuck with just a little place to journal. And here we have a blank page with a side tuck pocket. And then we have our next tag pocket that is in between the pages. Oh, put that back in there, Ange. And then we flip to the next few pages and we have another side tuck pocket with a little card in it that I forgot to put ink on, distressing ink, a blank page, another side tuck, that page got kind of crooked there. What the heck happened? Don't know. Here's another tag. And another little pocket with a couple of tags in it that you can write on. A blank page. And then the last page is another side tuck here. And one here. So I think it turned out really cute. I'll probably go back and add a little bit of lace to it here and there. It looks like it could use a piece of lace right here. And maybe here and there in the little book it could use some. Like here's a little piece of this. This little ruffle lace might go nice. It looks like it once belonged on a curtain. But we could put it right here. Just on this little side tag. Or we could put it this way. Don't know, I have to think about that. And then we also have this beautiful velvety, look at that. Let's go ahead and just put that on there just for fun. Sorry if I got out of camera. It's easy to pull your work up close. There we go. That looks cute. Let's go back here and see if we can find another place for something like that. Here's the other one. Perhaps we could put some on there. Let's see. That would look nice. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Very pretty. And let's see, what else do we have here? we have this butterfly. We could just add a little piece right there. And let's see. Oh, that brings us to here. What could we add? Here's a piece of this. Ooh. No, don't like that there. But we could add this right along the bottom here. There we go. Look at that. Very cute. And then we have this one. We did that on the other side of it. So let's put this one on this side of it. Okay, I'm going to have to flip it just a little bit because I didn't get quite enough glue there. Okay, and let's see, we have that one. This one, we need a little bit here. What can we put here? Oh, look what I have. Oh, what's this? I didn't know I had this. It's all tangled up. Maybe it could just go on the top of the pocket. Let's see what we can do here. Still on camera. I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to talk a little quiet. No reason for it. Was excited to get these done today. It was sure fun to work on them and realized that I could take a 12 by 12 piece of paper and make them. I've always loved making these little books. Better scoot that over a little bit. Otherwise it's going to be in the way of that. I'll have to bunch it up a little bit right there. I don't like that. I'm going to move it. Got lots of ink on my hands. Got lots of glue on them too. Okay. And then there's that one. Yay, we did it. So I think that turned out really, really cute. What an adorable 3-inch booklet. And just very simple to make. I do think that the edges need a little bit of decorating up here with some vintage photo. And there we go. So, all done. What do you think? Pretty clever little book, isn't it? Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little series on creating a little 12 by 12 no-sew booklet. It was sure fun to show it to you. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. It is Friday evening and I am getting ready to call it a night. This is my 12th video this week that I've created, so I'm ahead. Thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye.